In this video, I will show you one important result of Newton's second law when we apply it in fluids. And this is something that we need to use frequently, fairly often, when we work with fluids. Now, let's say I have, first of all, we know when we fill a container like the one that I have here with fluid, and in this case I chose water, it will arise so long as both ends of the container, the tube, are open to the atmosphere. The pressure needs to be the same, which means it will reach the same height. So the two, okay, this and this will be at the same height. Now, so I try to do both at the same height. Now, the part that I want to mention is I want to compare what the pressure is. Let's call this point A. Let's say this is point A. I want to compare the pressure at A with the pressure at here. Let's call this point B. I want to compare the pressure at A with the pressure at B. And I want to see how different they are, or if they are the same. Now, before I start comparing them, I do want to remind you also that pressure is related to the force in the area. Pressure is defined as the force over the area. Let's make the assumption now that the pressure at A is greater than the pressure of B. So I want to make this assumption. The pressure at A is greater than the pressure at B. If I keep the area at A and the area at B the same, meaning I am thinking about a small part, and whatever area I focus on here at A, I have the same area at point B. If the two areas are the same, this means that the force at A will be greater than the force at B. Now, that will mean that there is more force at A pushing on the fluid downwards than what I have at B. If you push on the water with a greater force here on the left side than what you do on the right side, this would mean that your water would need to start moving here upwards. You would need to be able to lower the water level here and increase the water level on this side. This would start filling more and more with water if you're pushing it more on the left side. But this is not true. What we see happening once we pour the water in the container, we know that the two water levels are the same, which means if the water levels are the same, this means the forces need to be the same and the two pressures need to be the same. So for any 2 points that are on the same height, we need to have the same pressure. The pressure at A and the pressure at B need to be the same. Now, it is important to remember points A and B are at the same height from this. Let's say if you have your table here. Okay, if this is your table, so long as A and B are the same height from your surface, then the pressures at those 2 points need to be the same. You can use this argument in when you solve problems. If you see that there are 2 points and it is useful for you to find the pressure at A and set it equal to the pressure at B, then do that. We will be using this strategy often in problems.